Kingdom.
What's going on? What's going on, world?
Nah. You don't got it. You don't got it yet. You don't got it yet. It's still. That's why I said we gotta shave this countdown shit down, man. It's not 30 seconds.
What you mean? It's not your countdown still going?
Yeah, mine was.
We live.
Okay, cool.
Listen, man. Forget the surface level, man. This bite the topic, man. With your host OG Kapone and Jack Dans. We ain't just discussing the headlines. We dissecting the fine print, digging deeper, looking sideways, finding an unexpected flavor in the subject.
Yo, who ghost wrote that for you? Who ghost wrote that?
Who ghost wrote that?
Yeah.
Fall back, man. Everything I do is genius. Everything I do is genius. You know that. My man Jack got some heat on tonight with us, man. I'm gonna let him give him an introduction because they from around where he from, and I know he gonna put the sauce on it for him.
All right. So before we do that, what everyone got to do is we're gonna press this paper plane. We're gonna send this out to a few people because before we start talking, I gotta give my brothers the proper introduction. We gotta get some people up in here. So let's first and foremost everyone hit this paper plane and let's get like 20 people a piece in here and then let's have this conversation. What happened to your Drake shit, your music and all that? Capone usually be playing and all that while we getting this shit set up.
Oh man,
come on, not a Drake fan no more.
Nah, that's still my man. I'm still fucking with Drake. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna fall off with all this hate that you.
Damn, that's what it is.
Yeah, man, niggas is doing a lot of hating, man, with this Kendrick shit. I ain't going for
it. You see what happened to the rappers when Kawhi left, right?
You want to hear it? I give you a. Damn. You know Gucci. I ain't gonna make you sit through it, man. But you know it.
I got tight when you did that shit last time.
That's that heat, man. That's that heat. Hey, I don't know why so many people be hating on the boy, man. But it is what it is.
All right, Money H is in here. All right, well, we're gonna get to it, man. So as y'all know, when I'm on whatever platform I'm on, whether it's the God Show, whether it's Artist Spotlight, or whether it's That's Debatable with Ray Daniels, I'm known as the QueeNzyiest of them all. Even Joe Budden said it, even though he didn't want to, That's a whole nother story. So anyway, I specifically and unapologetically tell everyone that I'm from Baisley. Everyone knows that. I'm helping this shit like some real like international worldwide shit. So it was only fitting that last week, we were talking about the welcome home party for Prince, and I was unable to make it, unfortunately, because I was celebrating my birthday in an undisclosed place or whatever like that. However, I got 2 of the 3 flagship artists. Well, actually, it was like 5 flagship artists, but that performed that night. So we got my brother L Sparks, who I've known him probably damn near his whole life and everything like that. We got L Sparks in the building, and then we got Skinner Braun in the building. Now, let me tell you about these guys. When I started my musical journey, probably in about, I'm not even going to age myself, but back in the day, let's just leave it at that. These young men was guys that like saw us coming up and saw us doing music and was motivated, and they just did their own thing and took it and just went totally further. Like, I'm so proud of these guys, what they're doing, the unity with them, the whole Jock Wad and crew and everything like that. So we're going to welcome these guys to the stage right now. Then we ain't got no claps and nothing like that. God damn,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
gotta
Give
get
him a round. Give him a round, man.
fuck.
I've
We gotta get
seen.
Yo,
I've
we
some
used
seen.
guys.
to, yo, we used to know applause in the Baisley, man.
Gotta get yeah. We got come on. You got Baisley niggas on
You know,
stage. You gotta do that.
Baisley. This nigga Jack is a Baisley
We don't be getting no
representative.
applause in the Baisley,
Yeah.
man. That's it.
Right.
That's all good.
So Rel
Yeah.
and Spark. So y'all got to perform next
Right.
to Nas, next to Jadakiss last week. I think Fredro was there. I know Flush was there. Um, y'all got to perform in front of damn near, I would say, out of the top 5 New York rappers of all time, Nas and Jadakiss, y'all got to perform on the same stage as them. I
Right.
want y'all to just give us like a little before we get into the hot topics and the spicy shit. I want y'all to just tell me like how that experience was because I was so mad I didn't get a chance to be there. How was that experience for you guys performing with Nas and Jadakiss? And just give me like a little rundown how that night was.
You wanna go first?
Damn, don't be
Yeah,
modest
yeah,
now.
gas,
Come on, we
Sparks.
project
Set it
niggas.
off.
Let's
All
go.
right. So
You got Ray Daniels in here. You better let him know what the fuck is up.
for me, like just coming from where I come from, we don't really get those chances. You know what I'm saying? Like we we would be next to them on a street level more so than on a
That's
like
a
a
fact.
stage. You know what I'm saying? So I'm used to shit like that, but on the hold, I got curse.
Yeah, you can do
Yeah.
do
Oh,
your thing. This is
oh, all
good
right.
work, man.
Yeah. So it's like when you get on the stage and you next to them and you go and we went after them. It was just it was like almost like a breath taker. Like man, like it seemed like it's possible. You know what I'm saying? Because some of the stuff almost looks like a myth. So it's like to actually do it, to be around, to be next to Kiss, to be next to all them legends, to be next to Prince. It was just it was dope. Like and I'm just like I'm not even you using the best words for it, but it was like
Oh, let
dope.
me
It was
bring Drop. Drop is here too. Let me get Drop on stage.
okay.
Let me get Drop up here
Word.
too.
Y'all can hear me now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in the building. What up?
Where the chicken at, nigga?
I'm at work. You call me while I'm at work.
Nah, that's all right though.
Customer mad at me and shit.
That's all good, man. We working here. So let me just introduce it. We got the infamous, the famous, the world famous Baisley Live here. And he also was one of the artists that was a part of the celebration last week. So we were just kind of talking and everybody was kind of giving their take on how they felt about the performance last week. We're gonna get into your record in a second, but let's just stay focused on how was it like with the performance last week for Prince. Give me your like take on that.
Well, let me ask
Mhm.
you something in specific to give you a little more detail. Like when you walked into the party with all those with the high profile that was in there, I'm sure that there automatically was an initial energy and a buzz like in the room. Like what was it like just to go in there and know you about to have to do something in front of these guys? Like what was that feeling to you? Like the initial feeling, like I know it was I can't fuck this up, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like that feeling, like what was the energy like inside of you when you knew it was coming?
This question that was for me. That question.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been around, major artists and shit like that before,
Mm-hmm.
but I ain't never been on stage with the infamous Nasty Nas and you know what I mean, Jada Kiss and shit like that. So shit was a little different, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I knew we was performing, so I'm like, man, me and my brothers, we gotta do what we gotta do, you know what I mean. We gotta show out, we gotta show up and show out the way people expecting us to do that, you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, y'all,
Word.
All right.
y'all basically became,
Word, man.
whether you know it or not. I mean, that was you were part of history for that. It probably
Nigga,
was
we
so
from
many
Baisley.
phones
We
out.
already a part of history. We all from
It was so
Baisley.
many phones out recording, and
Yeah.
so many clips and angles, and I mean, that's got to be a good feeling, or maybe even achievement or a benchmark to you to some degree. Even though you from the same spot as these guys, now here you are in the sharing the atmosphere with them and being a part of what they're doing.
Absolutely.
You like to
That's
find the tool
it's
out,
so
bro?
real. You know what I'm saying? It's so real performing next to those guys, man, because it was like I seen them guys all my life, and I actually was able to work with Nas and Jadakiss. You know what I'm saying? I got a little history prior to all this happening, but even up until this moment, the things that I did before, it leveled out everything that I did from when I was younger to even me kind of like to like getting back into rap too though, because I wasn't even rapping. I just was DJing and producing at a point, and then now getting back into the rap, it's like dang, I kind of was aging myself out. Like damn, I'm a little
Yeah,
older. You know what I'm saying? I got the gray, but I just got to rock. What can I do? I've been doing this for 20 years plus.
yeah,
I can't shift into something else. I got time in this shit, so it's like you can't just leave something that you putting time in it. You know what I'm saying? So this was
Right.
like a reinsurance moment where it's like, yo, I got signed at like 17, 18 years old. And then from there, I didn't really know the game. So now that this moment had came and passed, it helped me kind of like just level it all out. Like, damn, it was all for a reason. You know what I'm saying? All
yeah,
this
yeah.
happened for a reason.
It was a video clip I seen where you was just in there. You looked like you did this, like this was y'all do this every night. Almost
Hmm.
is how I
Yeah.
looked. Like the look on your face was like you was focused, and you was just, it didn't you didn't have that. Sometimes you see artists when they get around or on those stages and they just kind of got that glare in their eye, like they on you look like you knew what you was doing. All of y'all look like y'all was definitely in y'all space. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, congratulations for
I
and I
appreciate
don't
it,
know if it
man.
feels like a congratulations, but it's a congratulations to
Nah, it
when
is.
you can, yeah, when you can lock in like that under that kind
It
of
is, man.
under that
Real
kind of
talk.
steam. Yeah, that says something
That's
about you
real.
as an artist in your own in your industry.
Appreciate that.
So let me let
Indeed,
me
man.
let
The
me
big
ask
homie
that.
said bring your A+ game. He said bring your A+ game, so we had no choice.
Okay.
So let me ask y'all this question: like, um, at what moment that night did you feel like, wow, like, did you really understand where you was? Like, was there like a certain moment or something happened or someone gave you a pound or like what happened that really made y'all like? I want each of y'all to go. And live when you talk, let me know when you're gonna talk because you got a lot of background noise. So when you're not talking, I'm gonna mute you out. But when you're talking, I'm gonna mute you. I'm gonna bring you back in.
All
So
right.
so let's start with you. Like, what point, like that night, did you just like really understand like what the fuck was going on? Like you was here.
I mean, I already got. You can hear me.
Yeah.
I already got word who was coming, but once I seen it with my own eyes, like when Jada came in, and niggas was like, "Oh, Jada in here." Then when he hit the stage, and he got people like, like some people never seen Jada in their life.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, I'm about to hit the stage after Jada. It's about to be lit. That's when I knew, like, nigga, you about to hit that stage with Jada, nigga. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
nigga, I can say I shared the stage with Jada and Nas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In
Right.
Queens, hometown. You heard?
Right.
Right.
Dang.
So
Iconic.
that's when I knew. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Did
Right.
this question for all three of y'all? Did y'all get a moment where you was able to share any type of conversation with either one of those people? Maybe if even if it was just what's good or good shit or whatever it was. Did that moment come during any part of the night?
Yeah.
Nah, not for me.
Fredro.
Not for me.
It was just like eye
I spoke to
contact,
Fredro
like
for
what
like
up?
maybe like yeah, I had spoke to Fredro for like a good like it was like 3 minutes. It was short. He wasn't trying to perform. He had did like a little. I think he did like a freestyle real quick. And then I was talking to, and the crazy thing, I was talking to SNS. I never met none of them. So SNS, I'm DJing. SNS is like, yo, load up Onyx shit, load up all the Onyx shit, load up Fredro music. So I'm playing it. Fredro look at me, he like, then he just start performing. So he did like a verse a little bit, and then I threw on so SNS like, don't slam, do it now, do it now. So
Mm.
he like, yo, I'm out, y'all, peace. I start throwing on slam, like mixing it, whatever. So he like, come on, man, you gonna do this to me? Yo, I threw it on. Him and his man, his man got the mic. They start forming. They do like, Fredro in the middle, him and his man going side to side. I said, oh man, that was crazy. So SNS was kind of telling me like, nah, don't let the artist tell you what to do. You the DJ. Play
Mm.
they shit, and once they hear it, they gonna get hyped.
Right.
Don't try to interact with them because they gonna want to do less as possible. But the more you put them on the spot, you know what I'm saying? You put the song on, they're gonna feel inclined to do it. It's like you hyping them. You know what I'm saying? It's like you throw them in the alley oop and they just gotta slam it. That's it.
Yeah,
I said,
yeah.
damn, that's a token right there. That's a token. So once he
Yeah.
dropped that, I was like, damn it. SNS, he was talking to me like he knew me. He like, yo, do the whole party. Go ahead. Cause he had a section and Vic had a section. So they looking at me, I'm going in. Them niggas like, man, you got this shit, man. I ain't doing shit. Them niggas like, just go, go, go.
And those are two like DJ gods.
OD.
And
Right.
you know,
OD to the
SNS.
point. SNS was looking at Vic like, yo, did he play Rising to the Top? He said, yo, as long as he ain't played and I wasn't here, thank God. I said,
Because he
damn,
wanted to
man,
hear it.
he wanted to hear it from Vic hands though.
Right.
It
Was
didn't even
there
matter who played it. As long as Vic played it, it mattered. You know what I'm saying?
was there a specific highlight of the evening that like kind of captured the spirit of the occasion? Like something that really stuck out to you? Like, you know what I mean? Just like a real highlight moment from the night, like something you just definitely knew you had to talk about later.
I mean, I would say the night was so. I would say the night was so organic, like that. Like every point of the night had a highlight to it. Like so, you had the stage, but then you had your personals too. So you was there with family or family of family. So it was like I think all of it was a highlight. Like I know what you're trying to say. Like was there something that stuck out?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I mean, I'm just telling you, like it was just so fun watching Prince come in the
Yeah,
door, like or seeing your man's like
everything.
just enjoying themselves. It was just organic, like so I can't really point out one thing. It's just to me the whole night was just organic, so that was the highlight.
You know what, too though? I thought about the '80s, right? I said, damn, if if somebody like him could bring Nas and Jada, the like you said, two of the top 5 rappers in the nation to his welcome home party, I can imagine what the '80s is like. That's 2025, and he did that. So imagine
Hey yo,
'85. What kind of power he? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of crazy.
matter of fact,
Need
Curtis
some more,
Blow was
bro.
up there kind of wilding, if you
Gotta
ask
get
me.
more.
That's a fact. He
Yo,
was. And
Curtis
Melly
Blow was
Mel,
up
Melly
there
Mel
You
took
wilding.
him
want
to
two
stage.
larger?
That's a
Tell us
fact.
more. I like.
Yo, he was he listen. So I'm a hip hop junkie, right? So of course I love him for what he bought, but I wasn't all the way in. But I heard him talking some. He was talking some street shit that I had to.
Yeah.
Then I really realized, and forgive me, but I really realized why his name was Curtis Blow. I'm like, oh,
He
like
took him a couple of lines on
it
stage.
hit me, yeah. And then he did the song. Word of mother, he did the song. I'm like, oh, he wildin'.
Wait. Hold on. Well,
Forgive me.
let's pull this up. So you telling me the nigga turned his head, did a couple of a little 8 ball real quick and perform on stage?
Nah, nah,
There you
nah,
go.
nah. He was talking. He was talking about the coke in the '80s, and it caught my attention. I'm like, hold on, what? He was like, we was woo woo. I'm like, and then White Lines came on,
Mm.
and then it threw me off because I'm like, he tripping, like, so. Then I put the name. I'm like, oh,
Curtis
how did I
Blow.
miss that? You know what I'm saying?
You
Curtis
saying all
Blow.
these years you ain't realize
Yeah.
you ain't put two and two together and understood?
I was tripping, man.
Mm.
Forgive me, all my hip hop heads. Forgive me for that, man. You know what I'm saying,
So 1 second, fellas,
That's a lot. It's a lot of
because
history.
all of
It's
y'all
a
from
lot. It's
Queens,
a lot.
and I'm
right?
from Michigan.
Yeah.
So there's some
Okay.
stuff that I like don't know.
Uh
So
huh.
if
Okay.
y'all could give me like and my audience a brief rundown of who Prince is. Keep in
Man,
mind, where we from, we not really we don't really know who that. I'm not saying I haven't done my research and I know who he is, but I know
Yeah,
there's some
yeah.
people right now saying, who is Prince? What did he do? And why was this an occasion for him?
Yeah, man. It's you know what though? You know what's crazy? We really like I was when he got locked up, I was like 4 years old. So we really can't really
Well,
answer the questions
it
like
got to
that
be some
like that.
urban legend behind him.
We just heard
It's oh
stories.
big.
I
Oh,
was
okay. We could get into
Yeah,
that a
let's
little
get
bit.
into that.
A
I ain't
little
saying you
bit.
know him. I'm just,
Yeah.
Everything
little
is
We
a
urban
could get
legend,
legend.
into that a
Everything
little
is
little
a
bit.
urban
legend.
allegedly about him,
conference.
Well, basically, man, from my knowledge, man, he's like a real intelligent person. Where especially being a chess master too. He became a chess master while he was locked up. But even
Okay.
before that, this the dude that was like, they said that he was hustling. He also was learning about law and was able to be his own lawyer when he ended up getting locked up. So this
Okay.
is not just a person that we could just look as a street guy. And I see, what's crazy? I seen Hassan Campbell's video too, man, and it's real foul because he's kind of demonizing them from the past, and they don't know that this dude or these brothers, all of them was like less than 23, 24 years old. So we
Right.
we can't hold these young men accountable for grown kingpin charges and
Right.
stuff like that because they wasn't even men. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't
Yeah,
even
we
able
gotta
to
give them
really
some
do.
grace. You gotta give them some grace. I mean,
You
they,
got to give
you
them a,
know,
a bunch of grace, and
yeah,
not just them being young, also the time that they did and held it down. That's come on, man. You got to
it's a
give
fact.
somebody some type of a salute, and then when they come home and they really just under the radar and really just working with all the people that's trying to work around all the violence that's happening, all the drill, all the everything. You got somebody that can really wear the jacket and be like, yeah, I'm the guy, but he's like, yo, we ain't with that. We entrepreneurs, we thinkers. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? What I did was a
Right.
mistake. He's letting people know what he did was a mistake. I think that's the
Right.
most honorable thing that somebody with that
And
stature can
he
do.
came back with that
You know what
leader
I'm saying?
mentality. Yeah.
That's it. That's
Came
what a
back.
leader
Yeah.
does. Oh, I
Yeah.
led y'all. I led y'all into a space where hip hop. That's all it's about. All hip hop is about right now is to become a guy like him, and he's
Right.
telling y'all, nah, this ain't it.
That ain't the
This
look.
ain't it. I did it already. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's the guy that you can listen to because he actually did everything that rappers say they want to do and gangsters said they want to do. But he's
Mhm.
like, yo, that ain't it. We gotta figure this out. You know what I'm saying? So to
Hey, you
me,
seen?
he's always been that. He's always been that person from what I can see. But the street turn you into a different monster once you accept the allegiance. You know what I'm saying? You got no choice but to follow through. That's all he did. Anybody in the streets got to just follow through what they doing. Anything,
Right.
just
Respect.
like us in music, we just got to follow through. So you can't get mad at a man that really say, "Yo, I'm a street guy," and just did that.
Take it to
Hey,
the gusto.
you really a well-spoken cat, man. I like everything you said except for the shit you said about Outkast.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to get into that because I said that for Ray for talking about Nas like that. I said that for Ray. So I
I'm
hope
just
he in here.
saying.
Wait.
What?
Just to be clear, because he's gonna say it. What Ray did you say that for?
Mr. Ray Daniels, because I love that nigga. I love his opinions. I love everything about him. But the way he talked about Nas, I had to pull Outkast card because I love Outkast, but I really
So
mean
when you
that.
say, I hear you say that they're overrated. When you say that they're overrated, what do you mean?
I mean, if they're getting the number one group over Run DMC, Wu Tang Clan, Tribe Called Quest, they're overrated.
Mob Deep, allegedly.
Mark D. Oh, listen,
Yeah, but this is one
I'm
of
gonna
the
just I'm gonna
few.
just go with those three. They not
This one of
they
the
could be
few rap
they're in the
groups that
top
got.
10. Outkast is in the top 10, but they not number one. I'm gonna
Did
say
any
that
of them
right
groups
now.
that you just named, any of them groups that ever get the nomination for album of the year for a Grammy?
Maybe Tribe Called Quest did.
Speaker
Yeah.
Box got Speaker Box and The Love Below.
So wait. So
Give
we
me a
judging
question. Wait,
metrics. So
I
we
got a question.
wait.
We
So we
Yeah,
judging
yeah,
judging
metrics
yeah.
for the
metrics.
accolades.
We judging metrics of the greatest hip hop groups off of a motherfucking grant, a pay,
No,
association.
listen, you can't stop me right when I say
You
the
heard
first
Public Enemy,
thing. Is
man.
there's a myriad of things that
But that's the
Outkast have
first thing you
done.
gonna pull out is because they got
I'm
album of
just
the year
saying
at a
their
Grammy.
accolades. Listen, we're not going to get people and dust them off that have no accolades just because you like them because they where you from. We
Woo!
got to measure people up to, you know what I mean, to what the world is measuring people to. We can't just go off
Hold on.
Five
When did
Paisley
the
Cat.
Grammys become the measuring stick for the world? The
Well, I didn't
Grammys
say it
is
was a measuring stick for the world. I brought the first metric out, and I
okay.
want you
Let's
to
hear the
tell
rest of
me.
these metrics.
You give
Let me
me a
let me
metric.
let me answer this,
Yeah,
Jack.
yeah.
I got you. Look, listen, man. I don't necessarily use it as a metric, but it is an acknowledgement. So I can't act like that's not something major. That is major. But let me ask you a question. When the last time you played that album?
to be honest, I play one song from off of there probably a week because I'm a driver and I do a lot of. I got a big rotation and that usually comes through because I really.
What song did you play? Just out of curiosity.
Shit, I love motherfucking. Hey y'all, still fuck with. I'm still
So you
fucking with.
driving?
Hey,
So
y'all.
you drive? So you
But that's
driving?
too new.
Nah, hey,
Nah,
y'all. Come on.
doing
But
all that
that's too
shit in your
new.
head
And
with
that's
the
crazy to
sperm, all
play
that
Hey
shit.
Y'all
Hey,
while you
y'all.
driving, but that's actually crazy. But that's wild new.
Hey, no,
Yeah, that's
listen
like
though.
I could have
I
like I
need
don't
that
know what you was
fire. I need that.
you got
I need that fire. But you know, I gotta hit. I gotta hit that. I'm leaning back, my
Hey Y'all
elbows
not
up the
fire.
window.
Like I don't want to consider Hey Y'all fire, but
It made the listen. Outkast made the white people feel comfortable, and
right.
that's a lot of reason why they got a lot of acknowledgement. Wu
They
Tang,
got
Mob Deep, they make white people feel uncomfortable. So a lot
four
of times they
American
got to
Music
ride the back of the
Awards.
bus.
But
Four
You got to
American
ride the
Music
back of the bus.
Awards. We can't use American Music Awards either, right?
Now,
Why?
listen,
I'm asking
I
if I'm
salute
asking.
them.
No, Jack finna
I
shoot me
salute
down.
them. But listen. I don't mind if you use that. I'm using Sonics. When you go out or when you go into NBA games or when you go to certain places and certain spots, I'm not hearing Outkast. And then when you say you played a song from an album, right? You said you
Hey,
played a song from an album where
Jack
they got
listening to
album
that
of the
flute
year.
album.
How
Jack
could you play
listening to the
a
flute
song
album.
that's
No.
the song that got a Grammy that's an album of the year? You play one song off that album? That ain't
Well.
good.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't go through and play old albums every day. You know what I mean? I like to listen to a
Me
lot of new
neither. I only
music
play
all
the
the
great
time.
ones. I only play the
You're
great
right.
albums.
You're right. You know what
Exactly. I
come
mean,
on
I'm
every
just
day?
saying.
Warren G Regulator come on my shit every day. I still fuck with that. That's
Cause
one of the
that's a
coldest.
cause that's a fire record. And that album is fire. And that album is fire.
I'm just
Real
So,
saying
talk.
they
But
was
so
the
I
drop.
duo
can't.
So
rap
drop.
group of the year. Like, come on, man. Outkast is a part of everybody growing up.
Drop. Give me your top 5 hip hop groups of all time.
Groups?
Yeah.
I don't have a top 5 group.
Okay. Give me top 3.
Top 3 of all
You,
time.
All
you
time.
better mention his boys. You gotta mention. Come on, you gotta mention them.
I gotta mention who?
Black
You
Sheep.
know,
Black
Black
Street,
shit.
My
my nigga
guy?
said
Black
black.
Sheep. Black Sheep.
Black
Nigga
Sheep.
crazy.
Nah, the
Dress.
unit, nigga. You gotta say the
No,
unit
no,
in
no,
there.
no, no, no. Come on, calm down, man. Yeah.
Bro,
You stole his
unit,
shine. You stole his
unit is
shine,
I'm,
bro.
not
I,
a top 5 hip hop group of all time, bro. Stop it, my nigga.
you said that's not?
No,
I'm not
absolutely
gonna.
not.
You asked me though. I'm not gonna
Yeah, I'm
argue
Yeah,
with you
asking
yeah.
your
about
You said
yours.
opinion.
you.
I'm,
Yeah,
I'm
you right.
responding to what he said, but we gonna get to that. I'm asking you your opinion. Your opinion is your opinion.
But I don't have 5, so I'll give you the couple I fuck with.
Okay, cool.
I give you G Unit. I give you D Block. D Block consider Rough Riders.
No.
Not really. Nah.
The locks is locks. Well, locks is locks, and Rough Rider. I don't consider that a group. That's a record label. That now, if I said the top 5 New York or record labels, then Rough Riders would be a part of
I
that
can't hear.
conversation. I said it. Why he can't hear? You can't. You still can't hear me?
He might have muted.
It
Y'all
might be
can hear
the. It
me?
might be the. Yeah, we can hear you.
I
Yeah.
can't hear y'all.
Yeah, he
Drop
might
and
have
come
muted.
back
Tell him,
in.
yeah,
I
tell
can
him
hear
go
you. I
out.
can hear you. What you said?
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
yeah.
No, I said Rough Riders will be considered like a more of a label, but the Locks is a group. So yes, I would count the Locks.
Come on, man. We
So
gotta
I
agree
will
on
go.
these
I will
groups,
go
man.
G Unit, The Locks, Dipset, Mob Deep. I don't
Outcast.
really fuck with too many. Nah,
Okay.
I fuck with Outkast, but they're not in my
Outcast on the
top.
list, man.
Okay. What about you, Sparks?
I
So you
mean,
say you're a hip hop historian and all that. Let me hear this.
yo, nah, groups is actually tough. I mean, but I would have to go locks. Um, damn, that's a tough one for me. Like I would have to go locks on them. I would say G Unit. Like I like damn, I don't. I don't really know for real. Like, I don't got too many groups. Like, I'm not really a group. I'm not really a group, but I like Outkast. Look, so I'm not gonna do that. Like, I like, you know what I mean? Sorry, Miss
I do
Jackson, and
too,
I
though.
like
There we go. There we
I
go.
like yeah, like I
It's
like
some real niggas out there. I see it.
I don't like the early, like I don't like the like I don't like the Outkast first joints. Like, I can't recall
So
that
like
far. I'm
So
the
not
you didn't
doing
have the
like
CeeLo
Dungeon
Green. You
Families
didn't
and
have
all
the
that.
CeeLo
Like,
Green album.
what, I can't even answer that because I don't even know it. But
one
I
with
mean,
the chick
Outkast is
with the
cool.
cartoon titties and all that.
You who?
The one they used to have the album covers with the chick with the cartoon titties and all that.
Yeah, I ain't on all that. I ain't on
Listen,
all
man.
that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Niggas sleeping. I can't believe niggas ain't saying Tribe Called Quest first off first.
I'm not a big Tribe fan. Like, I'm not a big Tribe fan.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not
Tribe was a
taking.
little before their time, but well, I mean, I think they was born, but they was like young
And
when Tribe was
Tribe,
like.
Pete Rock,
Yeah, I'm
They
not
they in
CL
really.
mine.
Smooth,
They in
motherfucking
my top 5. They in
Black
mine.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
not
let's
Sheep,
get
really
yours, right?
Well, give me an award.
good.
You got Wu. Wu is number 1.
Wu
Ain't
Tang.
nobody go
Yes,
before Wu.
yes, I'm with
Wu
you on
number
that.
1. You
I'm
got
with you
Run
on that.
DMC. You got The Locks. You got Tribe Called Quest.
Ooh.
You got
Yo, hold on, Ralph. You put Rockefeller in your shit?
The
No, that's a
label.
record label. That's not a
that's a
group.
label. Yeah, that's a label.
We'll
You
get
can
to
put the
that.
Young Guns. You can put State Property.
Young Guns is not a
Not a
top
label.
5 hip hop group of all time,
No,
my nigga.
no. I didn't know. I didn't say
Hey,
that.
Hold
I
on.
just
So
hey,
telling
hold
Jack,
him
on.
you
what he
can't
could
tell
put out
nobody
of
that.
Rockefeller.
It's a
State
rap group.
Property was the group, correct?
That was a group. I'll
Correct.
count that.
That was
You
under
got
Rockefeller, though, right?
you
Correct.
Yeah.
got the Ghetto Boys. You got Ghetto Boys. You got UGK.
There we go. Get some down south in there.
Ghetto Boys is really nice though.
What
You
about
don't
Ghetto
Eight
fuck with
Ball
Boys
and
really like
NWA?
MJG?
that.
Eight Ball
Huh?
and
You
MJG?
don't fuck with NWA?
Yo, yeah, A Boy MJG, they the real trap, they the real beginners of trap music. They don't really talk about them, but they started trap. And you got Three
Thank you.
Six Mafia, they fire. 3 6
Sparks
Mafia is
don't
out
like
of this
this list.
world.
He don't
Three
like where
Six
the list
Mafia
going
Nah,
right
fire.
now.
no. I like individually. Like, I like, but like, I didn't
We
hear
gotta
Eight
come. We
Ball
gotta go up though.
and like MJG. Like I tell Mace, everything that I do be all about the loot. I be
All
kicking
right.
up
That's
dust
why
in
Yo,
he
my
hold
got
polo
on.
boots.
Yo,
that's why he
So,
Wait,
scooped
wait.
them though, Sparks.
y'all forgot about a group.
Who?
oh,
Murder Inc., nigga.
That's a
that's a
label.
record label.
Well,
I
I don't know.
mean,
Nah, you want to know what? That's
that's the. Come
debatable.
on,
All right,
man.
hold on. Let me ask y'all a
He
real
about to switch
question.
it to the record labels now.
We asked this question when I did the Queen's version of the God Show and all that. Let me ask y'all a question. Real talk, right? And I know it's certain affiliations and all of that. Real talk. Who got more hits, 50 or Ja? Hits, 50 or Ja?
Ja
Yo,
Rule.
fuck that. Niggas gotta take that to the stage, man. Niggas gotta take
Single
that to the
handedly
stage.
or all around.
Take it to
Who
the
has more
stage, dog.
hit
50
records,
can't fuck with Ja if
50
they
or
do a
Ja?
versus, man.
But you know what? What 50
50
got the
got
mixtape hits. He got the
50 might
mixtape
got
hits.
more hits.
That's what got Ja. That's what
Only
Yo,
got him.
Jack.
because 50's a
Yo,
part of
Jack.
50's
Yo,
Yeah,
Jack. You
Okay,
know
but
who
when
got
we
more
saying
hits,
hits,
man?
who is we talking to when we saying hits? Hits to y'all or
you
hits
don't
to the
want my
world?
answer. You don't want my
No,
answer.
listen.
I know your answer.
50
Your answer
hits.
is Ja Rule.
50 hits is
Okay,
different
cool.
because
Listen,
his
you know
mixtapes
that. At
got
least you
listened
know
to.
that.
People
All
listen to his
right,
mixtapes outside of New
24.
York. So it's not like
Don't
we
pay me
just
now. Don't
talking
give me that.
about
I got you.
somebody that's just in New York. 50's a diamond artist. So when he drop a mixtape, the world is going to listen. So it's not like we going to just say, oh, that's just a mixtape artist. It's like, nah, they're following 50. 50 made sure he had the proper channels to for people to receive his music. So even if it is a mixtape joint, we know it. Not just in New York, but even overseas. 50 always went overseas to still to this day. He still go overseas to touch the world so they can know his music. So
I want to
that's what's
ask
going to edge him over Ja
I want
to
to
me.
ask Capone that question because we've been in New York for so long. I'd rather like I want to hear what he
Mm,
heard out
that's true
there.
too, though. Real shit.
Well, I'm a big 50 fan too, and I mean, y'all don't know a lot about me, but I was in a rap group that was kind of like the Locks. It was like four of us. We rap, we was tough type rappers. You know what I'm saying? Talking that shit. Niggas was
Yeah.
really in the
Yeah.
streets, so we followed groups like the Locks.
Hmm.
We was listening to Hove regularly. We was
Hmm.
listening to 50 regularly. We was fucking with that G Unit shit heavy when it came out. I didn't like Ja Rule for real in real life just because 50 didn't like that nigga. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that nigga. Don't put that shit on in here. I don't want to hear that weak ass shit. You feel me? So, but when I'm talking about, if I'm being fair and balanced and I'm just reporting on it, I know for a fact if I'm playing both of these niggas' songs, Ja Rule he got like fucking 12 hits with Ashanti on by his own self. I mean, all in all, I want to say 50 gonna fuck him around, period. You know, 50 might watch this and say, fuck me. No, 50, I fuck with you. But goddamn, that nigga was singing. You know what I'm saying?
To change the game when you singing though. The singing changed everything.
He was the first. He was the first Drake.
Yeah,
who, Ja?
Him and Nelly.
Ja Rule was the first Drake.
Him and Nelly definitely.
Nelly and Ja, and Nelly and Ja, yeah.
Yeah.
But 50 got the ties, so he did the Banks and the Game and the Yayo. So those hits. So do those hits count, Jack?
Yeah. Anything with your name on it.
Right.
I mean, I'm going off the verses rules. Anything with your name on it or you involved in.
I mean, in that case, he wrote records for Diddy too. I forgot the one he wrote.
No, I mean the ones that he's seriously, like the ones that his vocals
that
is
he's
on.
rapping on. That he's straight rapping on.
So you're talking about like, okay, so basically like half of the documentary, which was Game's first album, was basically, I feel like The Massacre would have been a much better album if 50 didn't give Game half of his album. Because think about it, they came out around the same time. And the records that he gave the Game, This Is How We Do, Higher, the shit with Mary J. Blige, those was 50's record. We know that those was 50's records. That they just kind of nudged to the side. So my unpopular opinion is, even though I like the Massacre album, I think that Massacre would have been a much better album if he didn't give Game those records that we know was his record. Hate It or Love It.
I could agree with that. Yeah, I could agree to that. I agree to that, but I still love Massacre. Massacre was my shit. I ain't gonna lie. Massacre is still my shit.
This nigga Jack bringing up Diddy, so we might as well kind of dive into this little Diddy topic real quick. I want to point. I want to point something.
Hold on. I just want to give a couple of shout outs real quick. Shout out to my man Trey Cheney Vision, Poot from The Wire. He's over here. He's watching our episode. Shout out Big Jazz. Big Jazz was part of G Unit for a while. Producer, shout out Shatik, the producer. Shout out Ray Daniels. Shout out everybody that's in the chat. You know what I'm saying, that's watching. You know, this is a QueeNzY episode. I wanted to make sure I got my bros on here. And we're gonna have to do this more often because y'all niggas this is like us just being in the basketball court right now.
Nah, for sure.
Or being on the bench in front of my building. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
sure.
This is what we go, or in the hallway. This is what we do. You know what I'm saying?
It looked like Drop was barbecuing. I'm like, put the plate in the mail.
My nigga Drop got the best jerk chicken in Jamaica.
Talk to him about that. Yeah.
Watch the guy brewer.
Let him know, Drop.
Crazy out there.
Yeah, we here. We out here every day too. You heard?
Yeah. Good food. Good eats too. Good.
And that shit look good. This shit with Diddy, I think stupid though, because the charges is that they trying to hit him with is force, fraud, coercion to traffic women for sexual purposes, right? But y'all bringing up the fact that he assaulted somebody. Now I ain't downplaying the fact that he assaulted Cassie, but is y'all gonna charge him with the shit y'all showing on TV, or is y'all gonna show shit on TV and charge him with something different? Because at the end of the day, you got one girl who he beat up, and you ain't showing nothing else. I don't care how many sex tapes you play, unless he on there beating her with a belt. This ain't no RICO case.
Well, some women like that.
Even if they okay, but I'm just saying they charging this man with a RICO like he had a whole criminal enterprise, underground sex trafficking. Now I know everybody.
Maybe he had niggas out there. Listen. Here's an unpopular thought. Maybe he had niggas out there hitting them drugstores stealing the baby oil.
Yeah, you burnt out. Yeah, you burnt out.
No, see, he burnt. No, but
yeah, go ahead.
You got to understand that this is a high profile joint, so they got to make him look as crazy as possible, because this DA is going to put his arm up like, yeah, you see what I'm doing, like, so they got to slander him crazy because they already got the charges. You know, the feds got you, they got you, but they just added insult to injury at this point, and like, So it's bigger than just the time they're gonna give him. They want to make him look crazy so they could get their little points in. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, and I think the whole reason that this really is going on is because Diddy just is too involved in politics. You know what I'm
That
saying?
and he
He too
sued. You know, he sued
he sued
Ciroc
the liquor
and
company, right?
Deleon and
Yeah,
all them, and he won. He beat them. So
Right.
that to me, that made me think like,
yeah, that's a
oh,
popular
okay,
thing. That's a
I
popular
see.
thing
Was
too. I'm just
yeah,
I think that I think that he may get out of this with time served after 2-3 years, or maybe have to do a couple years, because I just don't see how they finna prove he's sex trafficking.
Right.
Like
nah,
they only
yeah,
have
they
cast.
they using yeah, they using
It'd
they
be different
using
if
they
he had.
using they
Did
weaponizing his
Cassie have
words and they
friends?
weaponizing shit.
Don't girls tell their friends everything? Where's Cassie friends at coming in saying that he was sex trafficking, or where's her family at that she should have told this to somebody? And so
Yeah,
I'm not, and again, if she a
I
victim,
get it.
I'm not downplaying the fact she a victim. I'm saying at the end of the day, you about to give a man 20 years for something. So we need to see the facts. Did he raise niggas for real off his music?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now I'm looking
Yeah,
at the
that's a
tracks
fact.
a little weird. When the niggas saying take that, I'm thinking of something else. You feel me? Like they doing my man bogus out here. So
That
you
nigga's
know
a
what I mean?
freak, man. That's it. You can't
Nah,
It,
knock it.
it, it,
it's
it's easy
crazy
to kick his
because
back in. It's easy to
yeah,
kick his back in, but if you objective and you really look at it and you look at the
Mm-hmm.
chart,
you know
they
what too
saying
though.
that he.
The thing is, the way I look at it too is the fact that Cassie was his artist. That's the only trouble I see. Him, being the owner of the label and the CEO and all that, and doing that with his artist. That's why I see it's like that. Contractually, that's all fucked up. So
So
that's
what do
the
you say to the tapes that they have where Diddy ain't there? They claim it's like 3-4 tapes where Diddy ain't even there. Cassie just doing the shit with a bunch of motherfuckers.
you know
She
what
got
too.
she got
She
strung
she
out on the
got turned
crib.
out. She got turned just like any joint would. You know, Diddy life, his lifestyle, he could
Right.
provide any type. He could, yo, you know what?
So is
Come on,
that him making her do it if he not there?
not necessarily. No, not
That's the
necessarily.
that's my, she could have
Not
been engaging
necessarily.
in this to herself. I mean, there was $50 million she got paid, right? And now you got to stick with the story when the prosecution say, "Hey, we need you to come up here and tell that
They say
story
that.
again." You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like she got the
right.
bread, she got her husband, she left, and then now she want to make sure because if he do get out, he might make a few motherfuckers pay that price for
Yeah,
doing the shit
Let,
that
let
they
me let
did
me
to
let
her.
me ask you a question, because this has been something, especially with the testimony the last couple of days has come up. Now,
Mhm.
let me ask each of y'all a question. Y'all all men, right? Now, if you Cassie's husband and you sitting in this courtroom and you hearing how your wife, and we all, woo 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 woo, right? And right.
What that
So
woo
check
is,
this out.
man.
Nah, but I'm saying, if you Cassie husband and you sitting there listening to
Yeah.
how this nigga was stretching the chick that you with, and you're about to be baby moms out, what is going through your mind?
He should have definitely been ready. He should have been ready for it. You accepted her already, and you know he was dealing with her, and y'all and everybody know what they'd have been heard for years. So you
Right.
just gotta hold it down. You accepted her and you got a
Right.
baby in her. So you listen, bro, you gotta hold it down.
Was she pregnant?
She
You
pregnant,
Yeah,
didn't
she
know that?
pregnant on the stand. I was spiggity. She on the stand pregnant.
Oh
then
yeah. See.
they got the sex trafficker nigga talking about he was paid to have sex with her and he know that Diddy was forcing. Well, nigga, don't that make you an accomplice?
An accomplice, right? So why are you not involved in this, right? Like,
Not because
Don't that-
he no, because he's a no, because he was a paid person and he's cooperating. What are you talking about? He's not he's a cooperator.
Now
He's
I get what you're
cooperating.
saying. He cooperating, but he telling them, yeah, I know she was being
well, yeah,
forcibly fucked,
that is true. That's true, L
and
Sparks.
I
He
did
He's
it for
he,
the
cooperating,
money.
so yeah.
he's actually
But let
cooperating.
me ask
So
y'all this. So y'all think that this nigga is going home and kissing her goodnight after these 2 days?
they already been to counseling. That's where that
Well, nigga,
non-disclosure.
ain't no counseling in the world going
So they,
like come
her
on,
and him
think about
already
it. We
got
all
two
from the
kids, and they
hood.
about to
Like
have
we
a
all
third.
we all from the hood, right? So you know how it is, like when
For
you got
sure.
like your little favorite joint that you
Little
had,
favorite
Sure.
eater.
and you find out another nigga that one of your mans blizzied her in Pebble Beach. You
For
know how
sure.
niggas be wanting to fight over
Jack,
that.
Jack, this they third kid.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, it
I'm
don't
pretty
even
sure that they've
matter.
been through counseling though. Like, I mean, I get what you're saying, but I'm
Nah,
pretty sure that they.
it's, they on the stage now. This is different.
And you're not
Yeah.
thinking of this though. She probably like that now though.
That's what
Your-
Yeah.
I mean.
She probably like that.
It's easier to say that you don't like it because you out of it and everybody's against him, but it's like I don't know. I don't know. So it's wild for me, bro.
Jack,
I can't even front.
Cassie
It's a
came
little
in the
crazy.
bedroom the first night they got together and gave him the motherfucking creamsicle popsicle twist. He ain't never had that. He ain't
Yo,
never had
man.
that. He like, huh?
You think
Yeah.
Ryan Leslie
Wow,
taught her that?
son.
I don't know.
Yo,
I'm
So
just saying.
I put in a group the other day. I said that this trial gives the song "Me and You" a totally different feel when I listen to that record now. And someone
Yo,
told me I was Someone said I was corny for saying that. I'm like, how?
nah.
Because now if you think about the lyric, another mother guy, they be talking about the way I do it, I do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that gives
Right.
those lyrics a totally different feeling right
You
now.
right.
Come
it's
on.
like you, but like it's like you kind of making fun of her. She got a songwriter, most likely. So
Well, Ryan Leslie wrote
Yeah,
that,
Ryan
so
Leslie wrote that. He wrote
right,
that.
but
maybe he was in there
so
with Diddy and them too.
And that was his shorty. That was his shorty too. And
Right.
how she got taken. You know what I'm saying? He scooped her
hold
from
on, she was
Ryan.
messing with Ryan Leslie, and she was messing with Kid Cudi too.
Now
Well,
that was
they was
Ryan
trying to
Leslie
take
later
her.
on.
Oh, she official. See that? I mean, she got some freak shit in her though, and she only
So
about
like a ref with a
she about
whistle or a
32.
gangster with a pistol.
Yeah, she about
Yo,
32 right now. She been doing this shit for a minute.
she been doing it, but did he broke it? He broke her in. But it's
No,
easier.
see, y'all giving Diddy too much credit. No, no, he did it.
Broke her
We
in.
just she been with three celebrities, and that's what we know of. Like she been in hotel suites for a long time.
No, but it wasn't in
Right.
You right though.
chronological order. It was Ryan Leslie first, then it was Diddy, and then it was Kid Cudi on like a break, and then it was Diddy and whoever else.
And we don't know about when Jack Daniels first signed her, when he was just a songwriter, but nobody really know Jack Daniels like that, and he was crushing her.
Listen.
You know what I'm
Whoa,
saying?
whoa,
We don't
whoa,
know that.
whoa,
Oh
whoa,
shit.
whoa, whoa. Let's not involve my name
Breaking
in none of
news.
this fuckery.
Breaking
I'm not
news.
I
saying
wasn't
Y'all
a
you
know
was
that's
part
at
of
the
the
that.
freak
fuckery?
off.
That was not
Yo,
a
y'all
part
know
of
the
that.
You about
fuckery
to
is
be
music?
you about to be
Yo,
on the
Jack Daniels.
stand by Wednesday,
Oh,
man.
don't do
Jack Daniels,
that.
was you at the freak?
Oh,
Actually, did you ever go to? Because
man.
you be, because yo, yeah, listen, yeah, you got a nice foot in the door. I just want to know were you at the freak offs or not.
Hey, you heard what Method Man said.
Go ahead.
That nigga Method Man said he had. Well, y'all remember when he said, "I hate Kanye"? I seen that nigga at a Diddy party in the bathroom sucking dick.
Yeah, that's a
Damn.
fact. He said that.
But listen, then Kanye said that shit. He said the
And
shit
it,
That
sounded.
shit is that shit is spooky, son.
I
I ain't
mean,
gonna lie.
the only party that I've been to that I will say that I went to
Oh, hold on,
was
let him
at
come
50
out, y'all.
was at 50 crib, and it was nothing like that. It was
I think he don't fuck
absolutely
around.
not nothing like
Yeah,
that.
he
I already
ain't
got
fuck. You know
cameras
he
in
ain't
his
fucking
rooms.
around.
I
Already
was at
got
fifth crib for one of when and Nia Long running around and uh
the
all
cherry
types of
pong
shit
with the
going
lights
on. But
on.
it was nothing
Jack,
like
did you
that at
ever
all.
meet? Did you ever meet Diddy? Like, have you met Diddy?
Have I personally?
Yeah.
I mean,
Why you shaking your head, bro?
With the lights on, I mean.
I haven't. No, I
whoa,
didn't.
come on, Capone, stop playing with me,
Yeah,
my
I,
nigga.
Yeah, I'm not even doing. I'm not doing
I
that.
mean,
I never. You know what's crazy?
honestly, I was
Yeah.
actually, if you watched the first season of Making in the Band, you might see me on a little B-roll. I was there in the studio when Foxy and all of them was in there.
You
I
went
was
on that
I'm
Mm.
cheesecake
bugging.
run?
I
what?
did meet
You went on
Diddy,
that
son.
cheesecake walk?
No,
I
come
did.
on,
But
Jack.
that
Jack
was
ain't never went to the store for nobody in his life. Not even my mama. Fuck
Not
that.
even.
That's a
Damn.
fact.
Yo, damn.
Yeah, he
Yo,
rough.
Jack, you a
He rough.
savage,
Yeah, he
yo.
tough.
yo.
He tough.
You know what I met Diddy. I met Diddy at Rooney's at the shop. Remember
I'm
he was on the
sure.
show.
Oh yeah, when they did the show, yeah.
Yeah, and I met Fat Joe there too. And the illest shit about meeting Fat Joe, he said, "Yo, I just signed the artist, right?" He said, "I just signed the artist from Queens, Lizette."
Oh
I
yeah,
was
your
like,
cousin.
"Lizette." I was like, "Nigga, that's my cousin." He like, "Lizette, what's her last name?" I said, "Carter." My last name Carter. He like, "Yo, that's crazy." He
Yeah,
signed my cousin while I was signed to Corey at the same time.
right.
Not Fat Joe.
When I met Fat Joe, it was in the Hit Factory I was with Corey too, and J Lo. It was Fat Joe and the nigga used to be with Macho, and that
Oh
was the
yeah,
day
Mhm.
that
yeah, yeah.
J Lo was there. Yeah,
Yo,
we could do. Yeah,
how did she smell? How did J Lo smell?
I ain't gonna lie. They told me I had to go downstairs because J Lo was in. It was like, yeah, you.
Damn.
Yo,
It
Yo,
son,
felt
I
she
like
heard
gave
my
me a
J-Lo don't fuck
hug.
arms was
around.
a little sweaty and
Yo,
all
she
that.
gave me a hug, God. She gave me a hug, like a real tight hug, son. Yo, she smelled like baby powder in heaven, son.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, what
Yeah.
Yeah.
up?
What you mean you never went to the store for your moms, boy?
I'm
Yeah. Get
bro.
on his ass, drop.
He chatting.
Nah, you
He
might be a
chatting.
grimy nigga, kid.
He
Mom's at
chatting.
the crib thirsty. He
Yo,
can't even
the
run to the
nigga took a
store.
shot for that. You saw? He took a shot.
Right. Nigga
Nah,
said,
that's not no liquor.
yo,
That's
yo,
Publix
Jack,
mango lemonade.
yo,
Oh,
Jack,
okay, okay.
you had any wild celebrity encounters? Like some
Nah,
random ass celebrity shit?
nah, I don't know what you mean by that. I just
Like
met a
just
lot of people.
nah, just some random shit that you seen a celeb do, or just random, nothing crazy, but just random, like oh shit, or just
Yo, you ready?
Um, of course, but nothing that I think I'm gonna talk about on camera.
You said February?
We trying to build this. We ain't trying to get you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We trying to get
nah. That's I didn't
February?
want to go too crazy. I didn't want to
yeah.
go too crazy, but I got one. I got a
Okay.
few, but I got one I can share
Give me
though.
you give me one. Let me see where your energy is, and then maybe I
All right,
could.
look.
Oh, since
So
February.
look, I'm in Cali, right? So
Mhm.
I'm with Corey. We go to the W Hotel.
Okay.
So soon I'm on the dance floor. I'm chilling, you go to the W with somebody like him, he's gonna be sitting, chilling, parlaying, talking. But niggas like us, when we go to
Right.
spots
You
like that,
outside. You like
we
shit,
going to the
man.
dance floor,
Yeah.
we trying to talk. We like, yo, y'all can sit at this table. I'm going everywhere else.
Right.
So I get a phone call. Corey like, yo, come back to the table. He called me like 3, 4 times. I'm like, oh shit, this shit must be serious. So I go to the table. The nigga Dr. Dre sitting at the table. So the nigga Corey like, yo, Dre, this my artist. Yo, Rel, this Dr. Dre. He shook my hand. We start talking for like a good 5 minutes. We talking about beats. We talking about boxing. We talking about just talking, right? So this lady behind me, she taps me, right? It's a black lady with a white guy. So she like, hey, can I ask you a question? I'm like, yeah, yeah. She's like, you heard of Illuminati? I was like, nigga, of course I did, but I'm in my head like, nah, I'm lying to her. I'm like, nah, I don't know what you talking about. She was like, well, you need to do some history. And da 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 da. She just said it real passively. So I'm just like,
Mm.
I'm like, all right, whatever. So then next step, this is it's not a left though, but this is like it make a right turn. It go away from the Illuminati shit.
Hold on.
Nigga, we see the girl that lined up Tiger Woods in the spot. She paused. She started talking to Dr. Dre like, yeah, she doing a little, doing everything in his face, touching him, da da da. So Corey like, yo, Rel, that's homegirl that we seen earlier on TV from Tiger Woods, right? That line
Mm.
Tiger Woods up. He like, yeah. He like, yo, Rel, go tell Dre like, nah, she a dub. I'm like, all right. So I'm walking slow. He like, nah, tell him right now. Like, bro, this is serious. Tell him right now. I need you to do that. I'm like, yo, Dre. See, like, nah. He like, I said, nah, that's homegirl that with Tiger Woods. He grabbed his head.
Ding
He like, yo, he gave
ding
me a dap.
dong.
Like, yo, good looking. Yo, I
Mm.
appreciate that. I said, damn, son, that shit. He really would have went home with her or did whatever real quick. But if I
Mm.
ain't say that, he would have went home or whatever. I don't
You
know. You
would
know
have
what I'm
had her
saying?
head
But
ringing and all that.
head
Yeah.
ranking, you heard?
Okay, okay.
That nigga
Listen,
shook my
fellas.
head like, yo, appreciate it. But I got more, but I
I
got I
met
got
I
one
met
more.
Dre. I met Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine. It was
Okay.
at a couple of years ago at the Grammys when I was managing King, and
Oh, right,
we
right.
went up there with Anderson Paak, and it was Dr. Dre, Quincy Jones, Jimmy Iovine. That's the last time I saw Rich Harrison, and all this A Marie shit.
Damn.
I gotta hit Rich up, but yeah,
Peace. Peace.
yeah, yeah.
Right there.
Yes, I met Dre. Dre's a cool. That you would think like billionaire dudes, and this dude had on all black and some beat up Air Force Ones. And
And
I'm
he
in
had
there with
gang. We got
yeah,
gang. Gang is there. Gang is
and I'm
there in the
right,
cut.
and I'm
Gang
in
is
there.
there.
I met Top Dog that day too. Matter of fact, I still got his number. And I'm in there thinking I'm doing something with a pair of Valentinos and a Burberry shirt. And this nigga Dr. Dre got on like some Hanes fucking black tee and some Levi's and some
Whites.
beat up forces.
That's facts. All he wear.
That shit is
That's all he
crazy.
wears, son. That's all you wear. What's yo? All right, one more though. What's shorty name from the Thin Line Between Love and Hate?
Lynn
The crazy
Whitfield.
one.
Lynn
Yo,
Whitfield, the light skin one.
let me tell you. Now you remember Fresh, right? I'm gonna say this again too. You remember Fresh?
The songwriter.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's my man.
right. So me and Fresh, we writing songs. You finish it, turn it down. We writing songs or whatever. So then he like, yo, my daughter, she goes to dance school with Lynn Whitfield's daughter. And I think Lynn Whitfield's daughter would be a good look to bring to the crib. We write her album, we get her signed, this, that, and the third. We like, oh yeah, hell yeah. So Lynn Whitfield come to the crib with her daughter. So she come to the pool house, right? So I got my do-rag and because I used to basically then to live in Corey Pool House and do beats and all that.
The
So
one in Long Island, the one in Long
yeah, the one in Long Island.
okay.
So when she come inside, I'm just getting up. I brush my teeth, all that. I got my do rag on, my socks and whatever. So she like, oh hey, how you doing? Talk for 2 minutes. So Corey Buzz, he like, yo, come to the library. So we had a meeting in the library. We go to the library. Yo, she goes first. So I'm like, yo, let me take off my do rag. I forgot I had my shit on. I'm like, damn. So I took my do rag off. I let her go, and I walked in, and she turned around again. She said, oh, hey, how you doing? But I took the dewey off. So I guess she think I'm somebody new. I'm like, nah, I just saw you. She's like, oh, that's you. Okay. So she's sitting right directly across from me, and me and Corey sitting next to each other. And she's sitting across from me with her daughter and Fresh. So she's talking and Corey's talking, right? First of all, Corey's talking basically like, yeah, we're gonna do the album, we're gonna fly to LA. You know, he doing this CO shit, doing this shit.
Right.
Nigga, Lynn Whitfield got on the dress, right? She goes like this. Say this is her leg. She goes like this, right? On my grandmother's grave. She goes like this with her legs. No panties, no nothing. So I'm in the meeting, right? Corey's talking. He's doing his shit. Yeah, we're gonna go to Cali. We're gonna get the truck. Da-da-da-da-da. So she do it. I'm like this. I just sit back and I look at Corey like,
I know you caught the. I
like
know I
nigga,
would have
am I
Woody.
bugging? Am
I
I
would have
bugging right now?
Why you ain't go for it?
She did it, yo, bro. Because I didn't know it was. I didn't think it was real. I thought I was bugging
he
because
felt
he's
like
still
she was
talking
out of his
regular.
league at the moment.
I would have.
He's talking regular. So I'm like, nah, this ain't even happening. I know I'm bugging right now. This ain't Lynn Whitfield doing the shit he did on the thin line between love and hate. Trying to, you know what I'm saying? I said, nah.
Right.
So we went to go get something to eat, me, Corey, and his family. So then Corey like, yo, Ralph, come here. He said, you think I ain't see that, right? I said, yo, I thought I was bugging. I thought I was bugging just now. He's like, yo, Ralph, he said, yo, that's the game. You know, if you went in, that's you. Da, 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 da. I'm like, yo, I just thought it was fake. I didn't know it was, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't believe my eyes in that instance. That's one of those. The other ones is too crazy.
Yeah, we gotta say that for the Patreon.
That's a fact.
Look, quick sports question. That was a great
Fact.
story. That was a great story. You're a good storyteller too.
Yo, appreciate it.
Quick sports question:
Appreciate it.
Antonio Brown, should he get in the Hall of Fame or not? They debating because of his off-field conduct. I mean, well, let's look at his stats though. Super Bowl champion with the Tampa Bay Bucks, 7-time Pro Bowl selection, 4-time first-team All-Pro, 2-time NFL reception leader, 2-time NFL receiving yard leader, NFL receiving touchdown leader, member of the NFL 2010 All-Decade Team, 928 career receptions for 12,000 yards.
Why the fuck are we talking about Antonio Brown? Why
I
we
want to know, should he be there or not?
mixtape, man?
You want to talk about your mixtape?
Mixtape.
Yo, I think he is nice though. To add on, I think he is great. But you know how the NFL is with the Hall of Fame. They going you know how they gonna haggle him. But he deserve it though.
That nigga gonna be a lowercase A and a lowercase B before he get up in there.
Y'all gotta quit hating. Y'all gotta start supporting people, man, after they make a bad decision, man. There's gotta be some bounce back.
All right, so real quick, because we about to wrap it up. Real quick, this is my last question. So,
whatever. Tory Lanez.
We still gotta talk about the song, but I just got a quick question for y'all. So, let's just say someone says you gotta delete if you delete this person, you gotta delete them and every song that they were responsible for. Every song. that they either sung, wrote, produced, whatever, A&R, whatever.
Where you come up with this shit at?
Puff
Right.
and R. Kelly. Which one in their catalog are you okay
Man,
with
Pun is out of
them
here.
with them
It gotta be. Damn.
deleting?
R.
Pun
Kelly's
outta
out of here. R.
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly, just all music. It's like no
All
personal. Like
music.
You
So if
never
you
liked
delete,
nothing
listen,
from R.
if
Kelly?
you delete R. Kelly, you delete all his records, you
Michael
delete
Jackson too.
Asian Faces, you delete anything, Fiesta, you delete
You Are Not Alone.
You Are
I
Not
get it.
Alone, all of that.
I Believe I Can
You
Fly.
delete Puff, you delete Mary, you delete Faith, you delete
I
Biggs,
got
you delete
my.
Mace.
Yeah, I
I
don't
know
know.
you and
Yeah,
your.
damn.
See,
Damn.
Capone on some Midwest shit, but I know what he's doing. But nah, I'm deleting. No, I mean, I'm deleting.
Man,
R.
Pun
Kelly
out
got
of
to
here.
go.
That nigga got 5 songs. Man, get him out of here.
I'm talking
Okay,
about Biggie. I'm talking about Mace. I'm talking about Faith
Okay.
Evans.
Mac.
I never. I mean, like,
Diddy's a part of too many careers. You know,
okay.
R. Kelly, his own career is basically like it's some shit too. But Diddy done touched so many careers and
Yo, my
hits.
shit
It's
must be
almost like
lagging.
damn,
You
you
said
can't
R.
really
Kelly or
delete
Diddy?
him.
Okay,
Huh?
cool. He said R. Kelly's up out of. He said he would save Diddy. Okay, so what if it's Diddy and
I
Dr.
thought you
Dre?
said some other crazy shit.
So what if it's Diddy and Dr. Dre? One of them has to go in their whole catalog. Diddy and Dr. Dre.
Let me do that. Why you gotta do that right here?
I'm gonna go East
Y'all
Coast on
niggas
that
not.
one. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
I'm about to say y'all niggas not finna get rid of Biggie for nothing, man.
yeah, like
Nah, we can't. Hell no.
I just don't like. I mean,
It's
I
unfair
just think that Diddy's
representation.
catalog is just better to me, and I'm not even trying to be like a New York nigga all the way. But like, I just
All
feel
the
like
way.
the music is just better to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's a lot of feel good. I don't know if I could dance to NWA all day. I don't know if I could dance to Gin and Juice all day. Like, I'm
You
not.
gotta
I'm
think
not
about that 50 album. That 50 is a part of that.
that
Sure
too.
Him and
is.
Like, I'm
OG,
cool.
Kendrick is a
Sure
part
is.
of that.
Mace is my man. Biggie is my
Kendrick,
man.
Kendrick is a part of that.
Listen, I love Mace. I
That
love
question is
Biggie.
crazy. That's some wild
That's
shit.
even that. You know
What's
what?
my
That's tough for me
part?
though,
I like
because
G Dep.
because
I like
the
G
entre.
Dep.
I like the mind
I
of
got a
Puff
crazy
because
story about G. That I'm gonna let Ralph finish. That's my crazy story. I got one.
the thing with Puff is the fact that his mind, he knows how to create music. Even though he don't touch a keyboard, he don't touch nothing. That's some the skill that he has. You can't you can't get as talented as Dr. Dre and develop that skill.
I'm just going all catalog. I'm going all catalog. Like, because them niggas is talented as shit. I'm not even gonna try to
Right.
compare them talented wise as far as like in the studio. But I'm just talking about songs. Who songs I would erase off the playlist
Yeah.
forever? Like, it gotta be in the club rather than Feel So Good Mace.
It's hard. It's hard for me because I grew with Dre, I grew with him, but then Mace is like, especially
Mhm.
with me and L Sparks. Mace was like the one that basically like said, "Yo, I could
Mace was the
rhyme."
idol.
Yeah,
We not
Mace
gonna
was the
dispute that. The
idol. As
waves,
much
the
as people
swag.
think Jay-Z and Nas for our era be L Sparks, Mace was the guy.
Okay,
First
let me
Nobody
nigga with
ask
the
could
you this.
touch
bust down.
Mace.
They the first niggas with the bust downs.
All
Like, you
right.
know what I'm saying?
So with that being said, then who do you think is more important to Harlem, Mace or Jim Jones?
Mace.
The pioneer.
Mace.
Yeah. Not the child. The
Even though
father gotta be
I'm
more
not gonna
important to
front
the
on Jim though. I can't front on Jim. But Mace did it so his 2 year pocket, the 9-6 to 9-8, kind of 9-9, bro.
Mm.
That was a crazy 3 years that he had to just say, nah, I'm out. He said, I'm out on top. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
For sure.
crazy.
For
He said, yo,
sure.
I'm peace. Anything he touched. This is not a song that we could go back and listen to Mason and be like, damn, I don't know. Every song he was on, it was like, nah, this nigga is a Martian. To the point where I feel like he didn't even realize how nice he was. He really left the game at like 25, bro. That's crazy.
Hey, listen, I know Jack want to turn this into the Queen's debate
It's
podcast.
that
We
QueeNzY
talk
app. It's the
about
QueeNzY
every
edition.
Queen's thing he can think of.
Go ahead, Capone. Go ahead.
Listen, Tory Lanez got stabbed 14 times, man. All right. and I gotta have some clips on this. So
All right.
he was
You know
attacked and
what?
stabbed at the California Correctional Institution. They say he got stabbed 14 times. The attacker was a Mexican cat, Santino Casino.
Then that shit
Casio.
rhyme.
Santino Casio, an inmate at the same
You
facility.
can't read,
Now,
nigga.
no, I can't.
How you
Now
get
the,
Casino from Casio?
now the rumors say that they was on a visit together, and Tory Lanez was flirting with the nigga wife. And when he got back to the unit, this is what they say. This is what they saying. They saying when they got back to the unit, Tory Lanez was making noise saying that she'd probably rather be with a nigga. Now, this is supposedly why they got into it. But the long story short is somehow, some way he got away with stabbing him 14 times. Now, me and
Damn,
L
I can't
Sparks
hear.
both know that. He said he can't hear.
Yo,
Everybody know that been in the
Yeah,
joint
my
know
fault. I
that
had a little audio issue.
if somebody can get an attack off on you and stab you 14 times, I feel like, because if you've never been in federal prison,
Damn,
and
the
easy for
setup is
you.
kind of like you can't
Say it again?
be by yourself.
Right.
You're not finna be by yourself. You got a group of niggas with you no matter what. No matter who you is. Ain't no going in there talking about I'm standing alone. You're not doing that. You either from New York, you with the Crips, you with the Bloods, you with the Michigan niggas, you with the GDs, the Vice Lords, you with somebody. You're not in there alone or your locker ain't safe, right?
Mhm.
So they say Tory was by himself when it happened, but we know that I know that prison
can't believe
probably
that.
on lockdown, and it's gonna be some repercussions when it come off lockdown, especially
Well,
with it being a Mexican stabbing a nigga.
right. So off that's when everybody, all them gangs come together for the race.
Yeah,
But like, I think Tory is with the right people. I don't think that he's just by himself. Somebody adapted to him. Somebody knew his peoples from LA when they was home or something. So he was somebody. Like,
well, if
I
you
don't
listen
think
to that album he put out, he claimed he was in there running shit. Like he claimed he was in there really putting shit down, and I don't doubt it. When you got millions,
right.
shit, you can make them niggas move for you in there.
I was paying
But
him.
let's talk
Yeah,
about the
that's a
elephant
fact.
in the room. Do you
That's
think
true, though.
that Rock Nation or Megan had anything to do with it? This is the back door rumors that they're saying.
Yo, I'm a on some real shit. I'm a big conspiracy theorist. I ain't even gonna cap. So
Okay, so let me
it,
get
it,
your
it
take on this.
you know what too though? Let's start from here though. Let's start from here. The case to me has always been rigged because now with the security guard talking, it's like how come he wasn't brought forth into the trial? That was
Right,
you're on the scene. You was driving. How were you not here? How were we finding you on Instagram and looking at your pictures and we like, oh yeah, yo, he's over there on in the sand. He's supposed to be subpoenaed to the courts. You got to say
right.
your side of what you saw. But him not being there, I was like, oh nah, everything is off. I can't keep up because it's not traditionally it's not being followed the right way. So it's like I can't keep up. It's all wrong.
So
Like,
could there be some? You think there could be some smoke to the fire that people was talking about? Like there could be
Yo,
some smoke there.
listen, we gonna keep it honest too. Who hold work? Who the boss of Rock Nation? Who run? It's like,
oh,
come on. It's like, I mean, I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I like to go off facts. So it's a fact that she's an informant, and we can't put nothing past an informant. That's just real. I'm no conspiracy theorist, no nothing.
who's an
As an
informant?
informant,
Megan?
and with pull and power, and they let you run a label, you got a lot of power.
Megan?
That's
Sparks
just
say
truth.
who's
I
an
can't look
informant?
at it no other way.
Who- Who's the informant?
I forgot her name. What's her
Megan
name,
Megan?
man? No,
Oh,
Shorty,
you
that what
mean
the president. I forgot her name. I don't want to call her Shorty, but
you talking?
she's.
Oh, the
Are you
president of
talking
Rock
about
Nation.
I forgot her name though.
whole man's chick? I know you're talking about. Yeah, whole.
Come on, Desiree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot her
He
name
got
though.
way deep.
No
Pause.
disrespect, cause she's an important person as far as like in the industry and all that. But
I mean, you got.
You say he don't want to get on that list and not be able to go to that Rock
I
Nation
mean,
brunch.
bro, that's Nigga, I'm 30. I'm 30. Listen, I'm 38. I'm 38, bro.
Listen,
It is what it is right now, man.
Yeah.
Niggas done. I done felt like my time done came and passed at point anyway. So I'm just happy to just be able to do what I'm doing right now. So whatever come, man. I'm
So
38 years
listen, if
old, bro.
they
Niggas
say
don't
he in
make it at
stable
38. So
condition,
I'm here.
they say he in
That's a
stable
nah.
fact.
condition. Sparks. If
Eh,
he
eh, eh, yo,
if he get out,
it's prison politics. I don't think got nothing to do with
I'm
no rap
I'm saying
shit.
if he get free though, I'm going past that. Let's say Tory free now. They say stable condition. So now he free. What does that do for his credibility? He done been to the joint. He done been stabbed. Can he drop like a kind of a hard album? Because you know his freestyle nuts. The nigga can rap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can he drop? Can he drop like a straight gangster album and have some credibility with it?
Not
And
when
Would
a
it make
nigga,
would
sense?
you
not when
fuck
a
with
nigga
it?
Pokemon you.
Yeah, it would.
Nigga
Cause he
Pokemon
got the
him.
he got the honeys. He got the honeys, so he better not ever do nothing like
He
that.
said a nigga Pokemon.
I mean, you're not getting no credit for being a victim. Like you gotta, like now you gotta go to your next spot and crash out on
You
whatever
gotta get
gang
that.
that's it. Yeah, because you're not coming back on that yard. Like I doubt if you back on that yard. So now
Yeah,
you
no,
gotta go to the
he's
next.
That's a
definitely finna
fact.
get shipped to Alaska.
It
Right.
might
Well,
send
it's
that
not
nigga
even
That's
a
it.
to
state
it might
though.
send that nigga to
Yeah, cause
Alcatraz when that shit open back up.
No, they just gonna send him as far as they can from
facts. Cause you know when
California.
he come home,
Nah, he's in the state. He not in federal.
yeah.
Oh
Cause
shit.
when he come home, he can't be in the United States.
I
Oh yeah,
heard
they
that he
gonna
got a
probably deport
legal.
him.
That's what I'm saying. This
Wait,
case was mad weird for me. That's why I kind of fell back because it was like,
So wherever they send them, though, then there's gonna be some kind of smoke then, because there's gonna be
it's a
some Mexicans there.
it's the green light wherever he gonna send it at because that's how it go. Oh, that's your
Yeah,
gang. All right,
yeah,
cool. So they gonna
they
green
sending
light, and
that
he got.
kite. That
I
kite
ain't gonna
coming with
lie.
him.
The Mexicans in Cali ain't nothing to play with though. When I was living out there, a lot of the brothers was telling me like our people was just like, yo, watch them blocks.
Yeah,
They will get at you just for thinking that you in
Y'all
this
ever
gang
seen that
or you with
story?
this
Mexicans
people.
got on
They will
boots.
approach.
Mexican got on boost. Nah,
No,
but I
Yeah,
know it.
you never seen that
No,
nigga talk about Mexicans got on boots. The little
nah.
story, the nigga. Oh, you gotta look that
nah.
up when you get a chance. That shit's so funny.
That sound like
I'm
some
gonna look at
Michigan.
I'm gonna look it up. But real
No,
talk,
no, no. It's a little
a lot
cartoon
of
them
a
up
lot of the
into it.
homies that was in Cali, a lot of the homies that's in gangs in Cali was letting me know like this crip. It was a crip named Dre from LBC from Long Beach, right? He was
Hmm.
just breaking down California, saying like, yo, I bring y'all to LBC, da 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 da. We supposed to go and all that, but I had on like a Yankee or whatever. He like, yo, but I ain't gonna front, man. You got to be with me with that hat on. If you walk away from me with that hat, I can't.
Same,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
that
I can't
neighborhood.
really hold it down. But if you with me, yeah, if you with me, you Gucci though. Basically, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, I ain't ready for all the politics. I ain't even gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? When it's like fitted shit and not like I say, yo, bro, I don't need to be out there like that. I'm Gucci. I'm in California. I know other places where I could be. If I gotta be in the hood to do something that's gonna help, then I'll do that. But just to be around and just pull up and be like, yo, what's the Crips? It's like I'm good on that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
stay my
So
when
I
I go
never
to
even
LA,
did it.
I stay my black ass right in Hollywood on Sunset.
That's a fact.
Fuck is you talking? I got the
Real
Kif
rap.
store. I got the Kif store across the street. I got the Supreme store. I'm staying right on Sunset.
Cali different.
Right there on Sunset.
Cali,
That's
that
a
that part
fact.
of Cali too. The hood Cali is different because they don't run in the same politics we do.
Right.
So they'll band together just because you a New York nigga and be like, nah, he's the enemy. So
Hmm.
you really gotta be, you know what I'm saying? You gotta
Hmm.
just really kind of just stay out their way because they don't really be coming to the kips and all that. They don't even care about that.
Yeah.
They
So
don't
we
they
we,
don't they
we
don't
about
come
to
to
wrap.
to, to
We about
Hollywood.
to wrap it up, but I wanted to give y'all a couple of minutes to talk about the reason y'all was at the party and the record y'all got in the
Yeah,
project. I wanted you to bring Drop back so y'all all could talk about it, but he ain't out there getting money. So just tell us a little bit
yeah.
about the song, how it came about, where it's at, and what's your plans for it.
Well,
Right,
basically,
right.
I was like December. Yeah, I'm gonna start it because I produced the record, so I'm gonna just take you from how I started producing it. I was actually right here in the living room. My stuff is like right here. So I was trying to do a Christmas album, right? and I was just like just looking through this Christmas album, and the sample was on there. So I'm playing it, but I'm not realizing what it would sound like. So it's just, you know how samples is when you going through it. So
Yeah.
I'm playing it, and I'm like, I slowed it down. I'm like, damn, this shit sound, sound kind of funk, the joint kind of hard. So
Mm-hmm.
I add the drums, and I'm just like, and then I add the hi hat. I'm like, once
Mm,
you do add them two things and the beat is
right.
hitting right there, you
It
like,
gives
Mm-hmm.
us
nah, bro,
life.
that's it.
Right.
That's it. Don't touch nothing. So
Right.
I thought of B Live because I'm like, yo, this should sound like something B Live could just go crazy off. Cause anything I usually think for me, if it sound a little bit like B Live, I give it to B Live because, and basically we all got our lanes. You know what I'm
Right.
Yeah.
saying? We all, me, B-Lot, and L Sparks are kind of like in the same lane in a way, because it's like we do traditional hip hop, but it's
Mm-hmm.
also different lanes too within us. So
Right.
when I gave it to B-Lot, he like, yo, Rao ain't got no hook. I said, yo, give me a minute. So I'm sitting there. First thing I thought of, my mama from the projects. Nigga, my daddy from the I put it in the I still got the voice note, all that. So I sent it to him. He like, yo, he put the fire sign. So then he hit me later that night. It was like, yo, sent me the verse. It sent me, I think he sent me the hook too. So we sent me the verse and the hook. I was like, yo, he did exactly what I thought it was gonna sound like. I said, I'm getting on this. I wasn't even planning on getting on it. I said, I'm getting on this record. So I didn't even write it there. I couldn't even write it in the crib. I went to the studio. I went to his studio, and it was like I need that pressure on me so I can write a better verse. Cause me writing
Mhm.
in the crib, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna take my time. Cause I already took a day. That was the next day. I ended up going to Drop Studio. So when
Right.
I get there by the next day, I laid a verse. Well, actually, I wrote the verse, and then once I wrote it, I laid it down, and then as I was writing, L Sparks came in. So I was like, oh yeah, L Sparks. And I thought Fo was another brother from the hood. I thought he was gonna walk in, and I was like, whoever walk in is getting on this song, cause that's how I am. You get in the studio, you a rapper,
Mm-hmm.
and we fuck with you. So if L Sparks and Fo is fam, first and foremost, they're in their blood. So
Mm-hmm.
once he walked in, I said, oh yeah, L Sparks, you getting on this? Write your verse. That's the first thing I said to him.
Right.
He's listening real quick. He like, you know what I'm saying? So he start doing his shit, and I'm gonna let him take it from there.
Nah, yeah, it was definitely some pressure. Like I like the pressure, so they kind of surprised me with it. Just the whole feel of the record was just fire. So I'm like, I like competition for real. So when I heard they verse, I'm like, oh, they trying to act crazy. So, I just sit down, I just take my time, I open that phone notepad up, and I just get to work for real. But I'm really kind of like, damn, if because I see their whole scheme, and I'm like, damn, I gotta keep up with the scheme or try to veer off a little. I'm gonna veer off, and it just worked out the way it did. It was just a dope ass track. Like before me, it was
Word.
I'm like shit. I'm
Mm.
kind of like I was kind of like I like competition, so like I'm kind of like shaky, like oh I gotta get crazy, and it worked out. Like it damn sure worked.
Nah,
Like
it
everybody
did.
came and did what
Do
they
y'all
supposed to
have
do.
some? My bad, I don't want to cut you off. Do
Nah,
y'all
it's cool.
have
It's cool.
music out now? Is that song out now? Where can people hear you at if they wanted to hear you right now? Is there anything available?
Streaming on Apple
Yeah,
Music,
basically. Okay.
streaming on Spotify also. Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they
I was
find you
I was
under
trying to load it. I had a video, but
video.
we having some technical difficulties
It's all
right now.
good.
Mm,
Y'all, if anybody in the chat, I'm Skinner Bronze, that's L Sparks, Baisley La. Is he just
Okay.
had to go off for a minute, but if you look under Baisley Law, it's only under Baisley Law on Apple Music, but it's called In the
hmm
Projects Baisley Law. But everywhere else you could type our name. Apple does it a little different, but Spotify you
hmm
could put our names. You could put Skinner Bronze, you could put L Sparks, and
Well,
we'll be right
what you
there
gonna
in
do
the
is
projects.
because we about to set up these
We in the
replays for this
projects,
episode.
baby.
Just send me send me the link and we'll put it in the description so people could go check it
Okay.
out. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go on
No
record
doubt.
and say this. If y'all do like a Baisley mix and Jay Hag give y'all a verse, I'm gonna come out of retirement. I'm gonna give you 16.
Come on, we need that. We need that, son. Yo, you see, yo, everybody coming through.
I told you I had
Cash,
to give us a
Cash
verse.
is violated. Cash is
Yeah.
violated though. Cash
Jack,
is
go
violated.
and stay in retirement, Jack.
Nah, I'm
Nah,
really nice
Go and
though.
stay in retirement.
nah, come on, Jack. Fuck it. Let me.
Come on, Jack.
I mean,
Hayes about to write. Hayes got a verse.
Oh
Hayes
yeah,
got a
hey,
verse right
yeah.
now.
Okay, cool. All right, say less.
yeah.
Hey,
Hayes
listen,
said
we
he's
And,
really
stepping in the
appreciate
booth.
y'all, fellas.
and what we gonna
Ron,
No
do?
you a
doubt,
hell of a
Capone. We appreciate
storyteller.
you, God.
And what
No
we
doubt, we
gonna
Sparks,
do?
appreciate you.
What we gonna do? Hold on. What we
Sparks
gonna do is
balanced the crew out.
as my
You
gift,
know that.
as my gift to y'all, as my bros. What we gonna do is I told Matt we gonna I don't know if y'all want to do it the original or wait till we get the remix together. We gonna get the well, we could just do it with the regular record now. Get it service. Memorial Days next week. I'm gonna have him send it to the Fleet DJs, and we're gonna try to get y'all on DigiWax and get the record out. Cause my thing is, um, we didn't have when I was coming up doing music, we didn't have people that knew more than us that helped us do shit. And I just
Yeah.
never wanted to be that person. Like niggas know I anytime someone call me and ask me for advice or if it's something that I can do, I always reach back and do that. So that's I'm gonna make
100%.
that happen for y'all. That's a fact.
Factual.
100%.
Appreciate that word, man. Because you know the record that's our record. Once I'm talking about the projects, I'm talking about every project, especially ours. You know what I'm saying? We done
Right.
been through the pain. We done been through the
Right.
glory. We done been through the
Right.
frustration. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I thought about with this record. It's like I never had a project record, and that's something I always wanted. So as it's happening now, it's like it represents us so well. It's like how can't this be the ship that guides us to where we need to be at? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that's what the projects did. The projects just kind of just gave us the personality. We kind of developed all of that in the projects. So what better way than to give back to the projects than saying like, nah, this is how we became us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fact.
This is really like
And
literally
we here,
everybody.
Jack.
Yeah, look,
Right.
look.
Like we
Fact.
here. Like I'm
On the
outside for
corner
real.
right
That's a
there. That's the
fact.
Fox and
You know
Be
what I'm
Live
saying?
Brew.
You know
You
what I'm saying?
heard?
Like
Fact.
you know what I'm saying?
And
So yeah.
especially because of what 50 is doing with Kanan, like you see my window where its history was born in them
Right.
Yeah,
shots right there.
Both of us
for
too.
sure.
Word,
Right
word.
there. You know what I'm
For
saying?
That's
So,
a
sure.
fact.
For sure.
all right, Capone, wrap it up. I know you gotta go shave your head and
No, 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 no.
put some
No,
nail
we
in your
good,
head
man.
and all
Hey,
that.
Yo, let's do this
I
again,
had a
man.
great
Please.
time,
Yeah, we
man.
gotta do
Hey,
this again.
Nah,
everybody
absolutely.
remember. Everybody remember, man. Somebody
Yeah.
out there love you, man. Call
No,
them.
hold on. Oh, we're gonna have Rel end it. What's today's mathematics?
Oh shit.
Wee.
I'm gonna
Oh
get this nigga
Lord.
in trouble.
Oh Lord. You ain't gonna never get me in trouble. Hold on, because I like how you did that. Today's mathematics. There, I honestly don't even know the date. I ain't even gonna cap. I don't even know the
Today's the
date.
15th, 5:15.
Oh, bet. So today's mathematics is knowledge power. All born. Well, actually, I've been learning from the gods. It's just it ain't no all born. It ain't no all born to being. It's just knowledge power. Today's mathematics is knowledge power. You must knowledge your power to see the understanding. Well, actually, see the wisdom to your understanding.
Mm.
Real facts.
And that's how
So
we gonna
basically,
end that on some
knowledge in your power is. Yo, oh yeah, I was about to lock in because you basically, yeah, yeah, all right, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
nah,
I was about to
go
lock
ahead. I'm
in.
gonna let you cook real quick. Cook this, because the
But
world needs to
basically,
see this.
yo, when you right now, I'm acknowledging my power. I'm acknowledging my power right now. Just like I was saying that at 38, I felt like even at 35, I felt I was too old. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I'm acknowledging my power by acknowledging the fact that I still got it. I'm not gonna ever feel like I
Mhm.
don't got it because I invested time in what I'm doing. So that's
Mm,
how you acknowledge your power.
I love it. All right, Capone, take us home.
All right, man. We're gonna get up out of here, man. Y'all gonna hear my nephew. He gonna take us out of here, man. We gone.
Now we
Mhm.
I
should.
done wake up 2 a.m. I mean 5 something. I say that. This bitch wanna fuck the gang. I think she got some.
What's up?
My niggas
You
counting up
good? What you
cheese.
doing?
This ain't no butter biscuits.